so much for joining us today. We're going to have a really neat demonstration. I'm Angie.
And I'm Donna Mae.
And we went this past week shopping at Goodwill for glasses to paint.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you a little bit today, kind of in little segments, so make sure you stay to the end, about how we go about that. So, and what you'll need. And we tried to really think about making it as inexpensive as possible. And you can use these ideas for housewarming gifts or Christmas gifts or birthday. I mean, they're just so neat. And it really, you don't have to be an artist.
Right.
Gotta tell you that.
We'll keep it simple.
Yes, keep it simple. That is right.
Yeah. What is it? Keep it simple, stupid. so that's what we're gonna do. And there are so many things, YouTube's on video that you can watch about painting glass too. And I've been doing this for quite a few years, and I've tried different things and painting with all different kinds of paint, and I really found that as long as it's acrylic, you can use it. And I would say experiment, but you really can't go too wrong. I do suggest baking the glass at 12 hours after it sits and we'll show a little segment of that. And so what we're going to do first of all is we're each going to take a piece of paper towel. Okay. And the thing is, the glass does have to be clean. These actually,
you have to wash it before.
Yeah,
so.
I actually put these in my dishwasher because, Donna's kind of lazy.
Yeah.
So I just poured a little alcohol on the glass, and then you just wipe it down to make sure. And the alcohol's going to dry right away, And actually, before you use them, especially if you're going to put food in them, you want to wash your glasses when you're all done painting and it's been a few days. Don't use them right away. So that's what we're going to do. Because we want to keep it simple, this is just our little water thingy here. We're using these. They're really cheap, and you can use them. We use them for our painting too. In anything we paint, you use these, right? Or don't you? I do. Anyhow, I always use paper plates.
Well, we're going to let Donna explain a little bit about the paints right now.
Yeah. Now, what I use is this is enamel. The enamel acrylic is really a good paint to use for doing any painting on glass. Some people, I just watched a video this morning actually of a lady who mixes her paint with a little varnish, but there's a certain kind of varnish. But I have never done that. I've always put a non-yellowing varnish after it's all done and it sits for 12 hours. So, but I thought her technique might be kind of interesting because you don't have to, because the problem is you have to be very careful when you're putting a varnish on what you've already painted, because it could get smeary looking, or you might not follow the exact same lines, So in my case, we have a whole box of paint here, and what I'm going to use a lot of white because I want to make snowmen. We thought we'd do a little Christmassy stuff and do what you want.
I will.
Yeah, yes, of course. I can't control Angie.
Yeah,
I'm not about to control her. But so I'm going to use a lot of white. And so
we're going to just insert a little video here of all the supplies that Donna has compiled, and we'll be right back.
This is pretty much my setup. I have my paints. You can pretty much use any glass that you want. That's fun to paint on. And as you know, I've been getting mine from Goodwill. You need your little water to dip in. You need your rubbing alcohol just to clean the glasses again after your glasses have been washed. Use this to keep them clean. What you don't want is any oil from your hands on the glasses. A good rule of thumb is to use the paints with the glass on top, but most acrylic, almost any kind of acrylic paint you can use to paint on glass. Some will just last a little longer. That is what I have found. But if they've been baked in the oven, some people will mix a little gloss in with their glass. There are different kinds of things that you can use. I have used this acrylic gloss, non-yellowing, because it will yellow. I had some things get yellow on me. These turned yellow, so I didn't like that. So they're kind of toss-aways. But, so these are just some simple ideas on what happens if you use the wrong kind of gloss on top of what you're doing. So, but what happens if you do use the right ones, it won't yellow. It's just a little painstaking to put it over. You have to put it very carefully over your already painted glass, and you have to wait a while for it to dry. Make sure your paint is dry before you do it. And I've cooked it with the gloss, and I've done it after I've cooked it. So I'm not sure which is the best idea, but try different things. But as I said, I've never had a glass break on me. Now we're back again, and choose whatever colors. Some red and white, because I'm gonna make some, and I needed the black because I'm gonna make little hats. So take a little brush. It can be almost anything you want. I use a flat brush a lot, and this is a little round brush. So yeah, flat and round. If you can see that, I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, there isn't that much surface, so
Yeah.
you don't want to go with a big brush and have just a big mess.
That's right. So I always shake, rattle, and roll here. I'm mixing a couple of my whites together is what I'm doing. There's some whites that are a little, what I found with that white that I didn't like, and why I'm using a different white, is I want it to be opaque. I don't want it to be translucent, or I don't really want to see through it. So for a snowman, just make a little, these are kind of fun for, this is just a little round. I'm making little round circles right on top of each other, like that. And you can make 2 or 3, however many you want. I'll make this one 3. And then you let it dry a little bit. And in this case, I'm going to put one on each of these little
Facets
spaces.
of the glass.
Yeah.
And that's kind of neat.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be you. So that's the only thing. It had to be you, beautiful, that kind of thing. But you're never going to watch a podcast that Donna doesn't do a little bit of singing in. Sorry about that. It's not that I can sing.
I'm going to do a Christmas tree, because
Yeah.
I think this would be really pretty to put red candies or something
Yes.
in it.
Or you
Christmas
could
time
use-
for a gift.
Yeah, and don't forget, that could be a dip jar too. A little dippy thingy. So this is what we're just starting it. And really, you can't make a mistake.
You see it. You can see it.
Yeah.
But it's just little strokes, and it's not like you have to
Then you
put
your
a
brush
whole lot
off.
of detail, because you don't.
Right.
This is just think about
This
just
is
kind
my
of
little
abstract drawing.
snowman.
You're just going to give the appearance of
this being acrylic, it dries quite quickly. So between colors, you might want to let them dry a little bit. Ours might get a little smeary because we're probably not going to do that. And because I'm going to make now a little hat, I'm using a little bit smaller and kind of a flat brush because I want it to look, I'm just going to make like a little snowman's, Frosty the Snowman hat. And it's just like a little thing, like a little square and then a line. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. A little square and a little line.
She does a lot of this, so.
Yeah, but it's just fun. And as I say, again with glass, if you don't like what you do, you can wipe it off. Because it can be.
That is true.
Yeah. So it's a little harder, right, when you're painting on canvas to wipe it off. I mean, you can, but.
And you use such a little amount.
Right.
I probably squirted too much here, but.
So see, now I've got I have
nice.
added my little hats. They're
That's
not perfect
neat.
little hats, but that's what I've done. And then we, of course, rinse our brush off in between each color here. And see, we're not stopping our video for everything, the ideal thing would be between each, we would wait, a few minutes, but because we do our video just kind of all at once, there isn't a whole lot of stops here. Now, I'm going to I'm going to stay with my little round brush. Well, let's see what you're doing. That's cute, Angie. And she's got a little snow at the bottom. See?
That's really nice, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to
I'm
put...
a mess, too.
Yeah, well, that's why.
Let you know that I am a messy painter.
Oh gosh, I am too.
Always have been.
And so then you can use a little, I'm putting a little scarf on mine.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually I'll put a little, you can just kind of make it any way you want. We're just showing you some real easy things. And you know what? The kids kind of like these. If you have kids or grandkids, you can invite them over and have pudding, or you can, in this particular glass, you can do ice cream, anything, and this could still be used as a dip jar or something, or a candy jar, you can be creative with.
Well, there's great satisfaction when you do something original, creative, as a gift.
That's
I
right.
just love to get those, and
Right.
I think it's nice now that you think about something like that, so that you can prepare yourself for like Christmas, or Thanksgiving. I mean, you could put, all kinds of things for Thanksgiving too, beautiful autumn leaves and everything, and so see, you just would have a supply of gifts. You wouldn't have to order something or run someplace to get it. All you have to do is just go to a thrift store like a Goodwill,
And you know what else, Angie, you can buy at Goodwill? You might be able to find some paints there, just acrylic paints to paint with.
They just have everything, and so this is not a real expensive thing. The brushes you can get, a packet of small brushes at
cheap.
Hobby Lobby or
Yeah.
Michael's, those kinds of places, and they're not expensive. They're less than a couple of dollars actually. So
Right.
so you got that, and then the rest is just you're improvising whatever you have around the house.
Yeah.
And I guess the biggest thing is getting the paint. But once you've got it, like I said, you do not have to put. I put 2 big dabs on here, and I really didn't need to. I mean,
Right.
but because I just you're just tapping on the glass. You're not doing a portrait or something like that. So
Right.
But-
And you can get fancier and make a carrot for the nose. I'm just putting charcoal for the nose on these now, just to keep it simple. So now I pretty much have just a really pretty simple. I'm going to get up here a little bit and show these a little closer. This is just the snowman. And I'm probably add a little snow around the bottom here. Who knows what I'll do. And then Angie with her pretty little trees, and she could decorate them if she wanted to, or you could put little red ornaments or whatever. So it's fun to be creative and really do what you want to do.
Right. Like I say, the big thing is just giving yourself a chance to be
creative.
Yeah, well, and it's the idea that you're thinking about giving it to somebody.
That's right.
And that is a very pleasurable thing. I mean, it's so satisfying that maybe somebody's down in the dumps and you bring them a little bit of candy or little crackers or a dip or something in a painted glass.
Yeah.
They just would love it.
And you
love
just
it.
get these little bags that you can buy, those little bags at Hobby Lobby. They're just small little candy bags, and you can put it inside, tie a little red ribbon, and you've got it. There's your gift. You could be a teacher's gift, somebody who's in the hospital, or anything like that.
Well, the big thing always to remember, you're painting on the outside of the glass, not the inside.
That's right.
And so it's very cheerful just to look at the glass because it's just so pronounced, and it looks so good.
And I think doing it just kind of spontaneously, and it's fun to do now because if you want to, some people, you might even want to sell them. You probably maybe can be more experts than we are and can do. You might find how talented you really are doing this kind of thing.
And you don't have to necessarily put figures or whatever. It could be just
trees,
dots. It could be stripes.
You can get
and those are fun to do. I mean, it's just it makes the glass colorful.
And not only that, but you can buy. See, this is how sloppy I am. You can buy. What are those things called? What am I thinking of? That you put on the glass and see, there's my senior moment.
Stickers?
Not a sticker, but you all know what I'm talking about. I know you do.
Oh, like little jewels or something.
Well, you could do that. Now,
you could glue them on.
Yes, you could
really
on
cute.
the outside. But I was thinking of the things that you could trace,
okay, gotcha.
So that if you don't want to use your own ideas, you could put them inside the glass and paint the little.
Oh yeah.
Paint
That's
whatever
a good
it is.
suggestion.
Yeah.
But
not decals, like a decal. I'm gonna remember this. But see, this is the thing.
A stencil.
A stencil. There you go.
We got
there
it.
you go. So that's exactly what I was thinking of. Yep. And you can get them in all sizes.
Yeah, you can put initials on it.
You can put a name on it.
Yes, I mean, that would be fun. And the thing is you'll find many things that you can paint on. Not necessarily even glass. It could be wood. It could be tin. It could be plastic.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
and
you could really be
creative.
very inspirational in doing something like that. Especially when you've got some paints and you got the brushes, you got some water, and you got it.
That's right.
Have fun with that. There are steps to continue these things too, and we're just going to pause for a moment, and Donna's going to show you what you need to do to really keep them forever.
Yes. This is a video to show you how to bake your glass. First of all, you hit bake. Now, this is really hard. And you start your oven. I put it on 350. And you can put these are just a few samples of glass. that have been painted, and they are dry. Just use any old pan, as you can see, and you can put them in a preheat oven right away if you want. It's not going to hurt the glass. I've never had any glass broken. I bake them for 350 degrees for 1/2 hour. And now we're back, and so I think this pretty much finalizes our video on painting on glass.
Well,
If you have any questions, you can Gmail us.
yes. We do have an email, but you certainly can put anything in the comments and we'll answer back. But our email is Angie and Donna Mae at gmail.com. Very easy to remember.
Thanks for coming today, and we hope that you at least got inspired by something that we
Right.
have talked about. So that's up to you.
I know, and the big thing is share this with someone. You know, maybe you just, if you have a visit with a friend and say, oh, here's something that we might do together, you know.
Right,
And
that's a good idea, Angie.
I know,
Really,
yeah. I mean, you just, turn on your iPad or whatever, or TV, and you got it. So,
and remember that you can't really make a whole lot of mistakes doing this either.
No.
So thank you for watching
it
us.
could be very, very good. Well, don't forget to subscribe. It's free. And tune us in next time. We have a great
We have Sarah coming.
video coming of a gal that we met at Goodwill who makes wreaths and designs really cute arrangements
She uses
from
the-
nature.
Right.
Oh, and
she uses the whole part of a Christmas tree,
Yes.
of a dead Christmas tree, basically, right?
And she is so sweet.
Yeah.
So we invite you to tune us in and always remember, it's between you and